The question of evil. As a Christian ethicist, I get asked this question in a variety of forms, in a variety of places, almost every day, particularly if I am traveling. And airplanes seem to be a very good place for this question to come up, usually after we've hit a very bad air pocket. And the person beside me may know that I'm an ethicist, or may know that I teach seminarians, or I know something professionally about God. But the idea of evil and it being in the world doesn't trouble me so much, and I think it may be the older I get, the more I realize that really life is a balance. It's a balance between good and evil. And I don't think we can appreciate one without the other. There's evil in the world. Living in the city of New York last year now, I have seen much that I wish I'd never seen. And I call it evil. It's a tragedy to see the amount of homelessness in this city. It's a tragedy to see some of the forms of police brutality that take place in this city. It's hard to watch people being moved out of their homes because of economic development, and in the name of progress. And there's so many forms of things that I really think are not only evil, but probably even demonic. But it doesn't mean that there's no God. For me, at least, what it says is maybe we need to take some responsibilities for the ways we treat each other and the ways we think about each other, and really try and own up to some of our mess in this creation of evil, because so much of what we do is putting evil out on someone else, on another group, or in a structure somewhere. And yes, they're there. But what I'm most troubled by when I hear this question is the way in which we sometimes try and slip-slide our way out of our responsibility for being the creators of evil, personal creators of evil in the world. So what I'm more worried about is how much patience God is going to have with us in giving us free will to be who we are, and to try and figure out how we are to be faithful and practice our religions, make mistakes, have successes. How much patience will God have with us as we go through that process over and over again, and often, and far too often, come up short? And the thing that gives me hope in this is the fact that I know we're not alone in this. That for me at least, there is a God in the world, in the universe, who's just there for us, and sometimes acts on God's own accord, but sometimes asks us to be those people who act for God. And so we need to be in a much more of a relationship with that.